Hi everybody, this is Fabi from The Next Big Rush, and we are supposedly and allegedly close to a decision about Petition 232. If you don't know what I'm talking about, please go back to my channel and click on the Uranium series. There's a playlist there full of Uranium videos. It's going to become very clear what Petition 232 is. One thing that is concerning me increasingly is I'm looking at Energy Fuels, which is probably one of the companies that could most benefit from a positive decision on 232. And by the way, I say allegedly because when it requires government decisions, I always believe that they might push it forward because that is the modus operandi for a lot of them. So back to Energy Fuels is a stellar company. I'd be more than happy to buy it at certain points. I own a small holding, would like to increase my position. However, even though they would benefit a lot from Petition 232, you click on insider filings right here, and you see that lots of shares are being sold. When you take into consideration how much these people own of the company, it may or may not be a huge deal, but I think that this is an issue, not because our friend Ben Eshelman is selling, but mostly because of the timing. If this is expected to be a positive outcome, why the several $1,000s worth of sales right before a decision? So this is all the 10th, so this is all today. He sold what, 100, 200, a good 230 some $1,000 worth of shares. If you go back only a couple of days ago, he sold, another 120. Back in March, there was a sale by a different person for 43,000. And then you get into the options, which aren't actually sales. So you should be looking here at just the sale of common shares. But this to me is very worrisome. And I understand, just before I go into that, if you scroll down a little bit here, you see this year's February movements are all sales as well, like large sales. These are six-figure sales, which are just mind-boggling. I mean, if these people expect a positive outcome, why are they selling? Do they know something? We don't know. I don't know. Obviously, I'm not making an accusation here. I'm just asking myself, why sell now if you're expecting a positive decision, unless actually you do expect a negative decision. Remember that these guys, they're working in the field. They know the buyers, they know the sellers. When it comes to fuel, they know the politicians. I'm not the only one that's concerned about this. On co.ca, everybody's mentioning it. So here's what I have planned for Energy Fuels. I already own some stock, not very much. And what I intend on doing is, if there is a positive decision on 232, I will likely buy it immediately when the news comes out. If there is a negative decision on 232, I will likely buy it as well, but at a lower level. I would be looking at maybe 380, 370, which seems to be here a price support level. You can see we have hit it several times. If it's a positive decision, I don't see why it couldn't break resistance. But then again, I've seen weirder things. Maybe it's a sell the news event. Who knows? So this is my plan for Energy Fuels. I don't really have a comment on any of the other companies. I know that a couple of the tiny little juniors in the US have been getting a lot of love. And so there's a huge disconnect to what's happening